Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more, almost said Civilization 6, Stellaris, in our Roma Galactica series. So we have just finished off another anchor, and we're trying to continue to do that at as rapid a pace as possible. But we're also trying to build a large number of corvettes at the same time. We have, actually, pretty soon we're going to have enough for our next few. Let's go ahead and queue one up there, and then in a few days we can queue up another one. But yeah, we are losing corvettes at a rapid pace, but the corvettes are important as they allow us to, have a bit of a screen that protects the battleships from dying. So I'm trying my best to keep my corvette screen strong while I play. We need to wait for a few more days here. It looks like they're starting to recolonize in this area, which is great, but at the same time that means we also need to stay on top of our recolonization game. I don't think we're going to lose to them. I think we could probably wipe them out if we wanted to, but again, the focus right now is on the Unbidden. So that's where I'm going to keep it. Yeah, let's extend the deal, get that habitability boost. And we lost unfortunately we lost a lot of energy from extending that deal. But anyway, we have a few new battleships on the way, actually, as well as several new... What do we have here? Interesting. So there's a rivalry that's been declared while the Unbidden are still in the galaxy. I'm not sure you guys have your priorities in order. Yep, these two states have rivaled each other, which makes sense, I suppose. Meanwhile, the Tendrakians have been pretty much unmolested down here, like completely untouched by this entire process. It's ridiculous how much they've gotten away with. All right, so we have this. Oh, we have lots of upgrades here. That's right, this colony upgraded, didn't it? Well, crap, we're not even going to have enough to do all this. But we need to do those upgrades. Obvious reasons. Now, I think one thing I said I was going to do here is something I never do, which is go ahead and put the mineral silo in place there. We do have the mineral processing plant there, but if I do the mineral silo here, that'll give an adjacency bonus to all neighboring mining buildings. We're also going to do the same thing here. Can I go ahead and build it now? Yes, I can. Perfect. That's finally been taken care of, and it looks like we finally, with the exception of these two spots, or these three spots actually, we have a full complement of citizens on our Gaia world. And we can upgrade additional worlds to Gaia planets as well, but right now, what do we have here? All right, trade treaty has run out. I knew that. Okay, I'm not sure how many corvettes we have at the moment. Part of me just wants to just pour a bunch more credits into building corvettes and be done with it. What do we have here? Tendrakian, and are you guys coming to join our fleet? I mean, by all means, if you want to. What are they here for? What are they here for? I've never seen this happen. What are they going for? All right, meanwhile, we have some corvettes arriving, which is quite nice. And some more battleships as well. Another rivalry declaration. So you guys are just going towards... What system are you going towards? It says you're flying towards Foldora, which is over here. Oh, that's weird. Oh, the camera perspective must be wrong. Okay, so if they're going towards Foldora, then they must just be going in to fight the Unbidden in their territory, I suppose. But, all right, let's see how we're doing. Because we're done building ships, so what I need to do is see how many fleets, how many other corvettes are still out in space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's actually 10 exactly out in space, and we have how many in Classis Messinensis? All right, so we need to build 10 more. And then we'll be roughly ready to hit again. Let's go ahead and do this. This isn't quite going to give us enough for 10 more. So I'll do 4 more at each of these two worlds. These are my two worlds, right? Yeah, these two. Perfect. Starting to be able to eyeball that pretty well, if I do say so myself. All right, so in about a month, we'll have the ability to queue up one last one at Baltras Continentum. Actually, we can do it sooner. Done. Okay, so now those are queued up. I think I will wait for them to arrive. I didn't last time, but we have reduced the Unbidden's territory a good bit. And I want to get the fleet fully prepared, excuse me, fully pretty, you know what I mean, to jump in and hit this next section. So it looks like the other empires are starting to be pretty opportunist. We can't afford to continue this deal. Damn. All right, so we can't do that at the moment. And this music is perfectly timed. We can't afford it. Sadness. Let us have a orchestral lament to lament the Mudagon trade treaty going sour. We'll get it back soon. Let's upgrade that. Definitely. Aesir Terra. Oh, wow. We have lots of upgrades to do here. Again, we need to wait for citizens to come in to fully take advantage of some of that stuff, but I'm going to go back through my other worlds really quickly. Yeah, this world is still building up, so I need to keep an eye on it. Mineral processing plant. Wasn't I going to build the silo somewhere near here, though? No, silo's going to be there. That's right. So you just need a mining network. I know there's not a citizen there yet, but let's go ahead and do it. What I'm kind of prepping myself for is that there will be some really, really intense battle at some point with the Unbidden. And when that happens, I just want to be able to focus completely on fighting them. So that's kind of where my head is at with constantly going back and forth, even though I say I'm not going to. I always assume that the worst of the battle is still ahead against the Unbidden, and I'm sure it is. I'm sure attacking the portal is not going to be a cakewalk. All right, let's go ahead. How many ships do we have in the fleet at the moment? 40? Let's wait for all 50 to be there. The Unbidden have been beaten back a little bit. Humans, I have been asked to approach you on behalf of the Baldorak Science Academy. Although we Dothnok don't possess much in the way of technology, we are certainly capable of higher reasoning. A few of our think tanks have spent the last several years studying theoretical physics, and we would like to share their findings. Perhaps their data would be of some use to you in the empire-building activities you solids are so fond of. Most kind. See, that's why it's good to help them out. Occasionally they give you nice things. I don't know if they occasionally do mean things, but yeah, they do occasionally do nice things. 13 months away from increased shield hit points, which is tempting. Now 15 months away. I'm tempted to wait for that, to tell you the truth. Okay, now we have the option of building an additional ship. Actually, if I do a quick trade here. Hang on, let's first check with the Mudagon. Strategic resources. Yes, we will buy your crystals. And then let's also see if we need to do so with the other. Yup. We want to buy your spice. All right, and now we need to wait for energy to build up again. But let's also go ahead and check with Zuracorp. Okay, we're good there. I thought we were. Just wanted to be sure. All right, the 10th Strike Force is farthest out, and where are they? They're still in our space, but they're on their way. Going to keep it on fast speed. We have insane amounts of influence, so we can probably start colonizing pretty rapidly. How's our new world over here doing? Steeridon 3 a while back was just pure robots, and we put Adam and Eve on it. Okay, good. We're doing much better there now. We might eventually make that a... No. The next core world is going to be Kara, actually. Almost forgot that we'd picked that one already. Oh, yep, let's improve that mine. Very good. Let's improve that mine. Not that anyone's working it yet, but when they start working it, they'll have a nice little contribution to make. Okay, how we doing, guys? All right, good. They're all just a few jumps away. This is fantastic. And we have 2 battleships. Let me go ahead and... what do we have here? Governor Ayla Kuzin. Is that our new... Which sector were you governing? Or was that Earth's governor? That was Earth's governor. That's right. All right, in that case, let's implement a new governor for Earth. I'm just going to go with the youngest. Oh, Earth is actually going to be governed by a... I didn't even notice that. That's fine. Whatever. You guys have been members of our society for a long time now. So our Earth's governor is actually a... what's his face? What are they even called? Species. Great. That's right. It's been a while since I saw that. All right, we do need to build a few more battleships and send them on the way. So let's do a few things really quickly before we make this jump. And this next phase of the attack. Yep, that's that. And now let's go to New Beginning. And let's build... what do we need, though? Let's check. Looks like we might need a few more Invictus. So let's do that. New beginning, Invictus class, and we do have enough for a second. Perfect. I was really hoping for that. So we're going to be able to send 2 more to join the fleet while we're preparing. We're not going to wait on them. I promise you we're not. We're going to go ahead and jump in now that the final ships are arriving here. That's the last one, actually. No, there's 2 more. Sorry. Last 2. There we go. Tell you what, you come this direction so that you merge faster. And now we're back up to 50 corvettes, and we're more prepared because we are the ones in charge of who's jumping where. So, next jump, let's hit up Hestimor. I'm going to go for fast speed. Now what I'm hoping for is that these next couple of battles are still pretty straightforward, and we can really reduce their territory except for attacking the portal. And maybe attacking the anchors to a certain extent will reduce the strength of the Unbidden themselves? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. All right, so we need to hit this station now. Let's go ahead and let's hit the station first, then the anchor, then these fellas. And again, I expect that when we jump this, the Unbidden are going to hit us pretty hard. Actually, you know what? With that in mind, let's attack from here. I know I generally attack the station first, but I wanted to have a little bit more of an angle. No, guys. No. I wanted you to go there and then shift. Oh, that's what I wasn't doing. I needed to shift attack, so let's do... No, damn you. Go there. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Coming from that direction. That way, if the Unbidden jump in from this side, we'll be better prepared. So we've got our new battleships coming. We also have the ability to train another one, so let's do it. Invictus class is tempting. Right now we have... Let's take a look again at what we have. We're going to be up to 16 there. Let's keep building Invictus class. Because again, that's our heavy damage dealer. No, don't do that. I can build it at Vulture's Glacius and be done a little sooner. You never know when that's going to make all the difference in the world, right? Alright, so we've arrived, and now we're going to move in and engage those stations. Probably not lose a single ship. So right now we're at, what, 52, 7, and 50. We've lost most of our destroyers. I think we initially jumped into their territory with like 30-plus destroyers. But we didn't really retool the destroyers for combat as much as we did the rest of the ships. We did, but, I mean, their combat type is not conducive to a prolonged campaign like this. Situation log updated. What's this? Oh, is this just new debris? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, that's what it is. No fleets have jumped in yet, which is good. I want to take out the anchor before they become a threat. And I think the largest military threat in the system right now is the station. But those torpedoes are doing a damn good job.
Situation log updated.
We did lose 1 corvette, ironically. Alright, so some of our new battleships are on the way. Then we can train another one. Let's go ahead and train a Julius class at New Beginning.
Situation log updated.
Nice. Yet another anchor down. Let's keep moving. Well, actually, no. Let's jump over this direction because our ships need to come this way in order to join us. So I'd rather go ahead and pay a visit to whatever's here. The only thing that's dangerous about what we're doing right now is that if the ships jump in from a perspective where they would be less defended, we could lose a battleship if they like happen to jump into a system when they're like jumping straight into an Unbidden fleet, which would suck. All right, shield hit points +5. Oh, it's perfect timing. Building cost -5 is tempting once again. Capacitor fields, I feel like would be done really fast. UV laser also done really fast, but we're not really using lasers, so let's go for the building cost. I feel like that's just the best thing to do.
Construction complete.
This is going pretty well so far. I mean, I don't know what might cause the additional... Oh, it's just another anchor here. Nice. It's not even a Unbidden fleet. I was thinking there'd be a fleet because that's what we'd seen there previously, but evidently they've moved on. Unsurprisingly. Unbidden fleets do travel, believe it or not. I'm going to pause for just a second and do some upgrades here. We definitely need a basic science lab there. Need to upgrade that mine. That needs to be an upgraded mine. That and that. We're waiting for population to grow on Aesir Terra and take over those buildings. Same as with Ophioglia Eridus there. It's always a fun planet name to say, isn't it? Ophioglia. Baltrus Core. You know what, we do need to train another... Let's go ahead and train up 2 more Claudius-class corvettes. Because we've lost 1, and we're likely to lose more. All right. The fact that we've been able to take out this many anchors this easily is encouraging. I'm sure they will hit me back at some point. Okay, good. Those are 2 of my battleships that have just arrived. Are those my only 2 that are on the way, or do I have a few more? I have 3 more on the way. Nice. So we are continuing to build up our battleships. This is what we are worried we would be able to do at the end of the first 40-episode run of this series. And so far, it's going extraordinarily well, unless there's some variable that I'm not aware of. Okay, now let's go ahead. Let's wait for a second. We do need to come in and clear out some of this debris. So maybe send our science ship back in to do some of this exploring, because the Unbidden are not in these systems right now. So why don't you go ahead and... Oh, we can't do it there because they've already recolonized that area. You bastards! We have a right to that debris. We helped you reclaim your space. Research projects and system. All right, so this is a little risky because it's close to where they are, but we're gonna try it. And then I want you to go back home after that. Did you really just... Can I not shift-click that button? You are kidding me. All right, hang on. Excuse me while I re-queue up the exact same sequence of orders that I just gave. Ugh. I just wanted them to return back when they were done, but apparently you can't shift-click that button. There's that. There's that. There's that. And then I will just order you to go back to Upskyki. and you're gonna try and go straight through the territory. Okay, fine. I'm not even gonna try and protect you if you're gonna be that much of an idiot. I'm sorry, I'm just not. There's no point. Alright, so some of our battleships are still traveling. Meanwhile, I can actually get several more. Let me make sure that I have all the resources I need. Also, I need to go ahead and get this going again. Can you aid us in our research? We would like to purchase this service. Excellent. So yeah, now I can't get as many battleships, but our research is back up to being all above 1,000 in each category, which is quite nice. 33 months away from minerals, plus 5%. The Mentat is 130. He's been with us for a while. We are 24 months away from our next policy. And again, we are 2 policies away from another Ascension perk. And I think the next Ascension perk that we can pick... Can we look at them now? I think we can. Yeah, Engineered Evolution is what we're going to go for. We're going to go for the Biological Ascension perk. Talked about this earlier in the series. So one of the things I want to do, if we actually manage to beat the Unbidden here, I don't know if we will or not, but I mean, it seems like we're making progress. One of the things I want to do is... Hang on, let's queue up another ship, because we can. New beginning, let's do another... What do we have? Hang on. We've got Constantine, so 16 Constantine, 17 Julius. And then we've got a Invictus class and 16 Invictus. So that's 17 Invictus, 18. So 16. What we need is more Constantine class. So let's go ahead and do that. Another Constantine class cruiser. That's our long-range Giga Cannon ship. Oh, nice. Rurius 3, and let's go ahead and set these up to be colonized. Rurius 3 needs to be colonized. We can do this quite easily. We'll send them from Earth directly. And yeah, why don't you sit... Best spot for you would be, I suppose... Yeah, just right there. Rurius Prime. And then Pothria 3. Excellent. Also a continental world. So let's send you from Barnard Continentum, and we'll put you right there. Pothria Prime. Those are both in sectors, so we won't get to do anything special with them, but that also reminds me, I think we also have some other tomb worlds that need to be explored and terraformed as well. Alright, we're waiting for these ships to arrive. We currently have 49, going to have 51 corvettes soon. We could always build more corvettes too, but I think the priority is just to focus on battleships, and I think that makes the most sense because they've been really helping us out. Okay, what do we have? Is that a new... I would imagine that's a new Unbidden anchoring point. So let's pay them a visit while they're building it. Looks like we can jump straight there, which is hilarious. Yeah, it is. That's totally what it is. You bastards. Oh wait, no, it is 2 jumps. Damn, I thought it was 1 jump. That would have been badass. This actually kind of helps because our ships are coming in from this direction, so it'll help rendezvous. Or it could create the exact same situation I was talking about earlier in the episode, where you have our ships. Okay, we've arrived. Yeah, you're not that strong yet, are you? It's not even an anchor, it's just a base. Surprise! 54 battleships, 49 corvettes. Okay, actually all of the ships that are arriving are actually chasing us from the other direction. That's actually kind of good. So they're arriving from behind us. As long as the enemy doesn't jump in from behind us, that's a good thing. Alright, this base should fall pretty rapidly. 51 corvettes. That's what I wanted to see. Awesome. Did you think you were going to put down a foothold out here again, guys? Is that how that went? Because it didn't work out too well for you, did it? All right, so now let's... That's where the portal is. Let's go ahead and jump down to Velderom. Because I think Velderom is one of the first systems where we actually fought them, if I'm not mistaken. Let's do that. We also can build an additional ship, so let's do another Constantine class. Unreal how many battleships we're starting to build up. We're up to 133.7k fleet strength. Meanwhile, the debris is being analyzed by that new science ship quite nicely. What do we have? Governor... Oh, we lost one of our sector governors. Let's fix that. Aquitania's governor died. So, I don't know, guys. I don't think we have enough influence to recruit another governor. I just don't think it's possible. Yeah, let's... Aquitania's still a fairly new place, so let's go ahead and give them a governor that can reduce building cost. Okay, now what's going on here? Where are you? My sensors aren't detecting anything, so I guess we need to jump down to Lithorius to see more. Because this is our jump range, this is our sensor range, that's right, so we can't quite see into their space just yet. So we're going to blind jump here. Okay, Tatanga is where they have another anchor set up, so let's pay a visit there. And we are probably going to get jumped for this. I'd be amazed if we didn't. Alright, so we've given that order. They should be arriving any second now. Nice. One of our colony ships that we sent out has already arrived. We're at 56. Let me write this down again. 56, 7, and 51. Just good to be able to keep track of how much damage we've taken. Because I'm really not using like specific ship numbers for like how I'm balancing out this fleet. It's really just how many do I have going into a fight? How many did I lose? Because I want to keep my fleet at the same strength. Good, that ship's about to arrive, so they can actually help in this fight a little bit. This is beautiful. Alright, that I think was their military ship. So now the anchor's going to die pretty rapidly. Oh, nice. So this world can also be colonized. This is Naf Avum. I think in the beginning of the series, this one was struggling in particular. Oh yeah, this is a nice world too. Holy crap, look at this. Really, really big food production world. So... I can't remember... Now, I've forgotten which buildings get bonuses toward... Hang on. Yeah, I think this would be the best spot to put the colony. Let's do that. Can I demolish those? No, I don't have control of it. I do not have control of it. But, hang on. What I do need to do, I need to build more battleships, but... What was I looking for? This is what I was looking for. So I want to look for tomb worlds. Because there are still a few tomb worlds that I don't think I had queued up for no, that was being terraformed. Can I... Interesting. What about this one? Is this one not being terraformed? Can't recall. No? Oh, no, this one's not. There we go. Okay, I knew there was one. At least one. Let's just do another continental. We want these to be friendly to humans. And let's continue to pull that up. I want to find a few more tomb worlds. I think Ophel also needs... Yep. Ophel 1C needs to be terraformed to a continental world. These will all be good additional colonies eventually. Zorich. I remember observing Zorich. That one's already being built up. Any other tomb worlds? I don't see any more. Oh, we still need to colonize Sanctuary, don't we? Hang on. Hold on. Hold on. That probably needs to happen now, to tell you the truth. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's colonize Sanctuary, shall we? We have lots of influence. Let's get it done. I think we have just enough to do this, actually. Just do it outright. Let's colonize from Earth. I want to have you guys land right there. Sanctuary A. We're gonna keep the name for now, and we'll mess with stuff later. Actually, it's occurred to me I haven't been renaming stuff according to my system, so I need to make sure I do that. All right, Barnard Continentum. Yep, Sanctuary J. Actually, wait, no. Can I cancel that? Yeah, I think I can cancel it just by canceling the colony ship. There we go. Sanctuary J, now colonize from Barnard Continentum. Yes, I'd rather have something there that can boost that mineral output. So I think I'll put the colony ship there. And then Sanctuary G, Sirius Continentum. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Let's put you right there. And then Sanctuary D can come from Centauri Continentum. Fan-frickin-tastic. Look at this. This is insane. All right, let's land you right smack dab in the middle. We're going to have Sanctuary fully colonized, and that, I kind of want to make that my new core system. All right, colonization is in progress as well at one of our newer worlds. All right, we're hitting Tatanga now. So let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, that's right, we already have been hitting Tatanga. All right, we haven't lost a single Corvette, which is great to see, and we have another battleship joining us, as well as more on the way. And I can build even more, so why don't I go ahead and do that? And this is Sheliak. I guess we need to call this Sheliak Glacius. And then New Beginning needs... Hang on, how are we doing on our balances here? We have 16, 18, and 17, and you're a what? You're a Constantine class? Alright, so I kind of want to do 3 more Invictus class. Oh wait, what are you? Constantine class as well. So we're going to be up to 18 Constantine class. Yeah, we need to do 3 more Invictus at some point. So let's go ahead and start queuing up as much of those as we can. As many of those as we can, rather. Trade for minerals? Sure. Invictus and Invictus. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this episode here. We've just eliminated yet another Unbidden anchor. That's the portal. So now what I need to do is head over here and eliminate their last anchor, and then I should be able to just turn around and hit the portal. Don't know how strong it's going to be. I'm a little bit nervous about that, to tell you the truth. Hang on. We're in Pila right now. Why don't you finish doing that, then come here, then come here, then go here, and then jump back here, and then go back home. Good. But yeah, we're going to cut this one here, and the next one we are going to eliminate that last portal. That's just another artifact from the battle map. And then we are going to be done with the Unbidden. And then at that point, it's going to be, just to show you, let's take a look at the situation log. I mean, domination victory-wise, we're close. And all we need to do is colonize several worlds within our own borders, and we'll probably get it. if we go for domination victory. There's also the option of going, for like fully conquering everyone and turning this entire galaxy purple, which I think we could do relatively easily, especially once we eliminate the Unbidden. So we might go for that as well. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. I'm still working on the Unbidden right now, so I'm open to some discussion in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along if you're not subbed already. I upload new episodes in Roma Galactica every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.